What is Bitcoin halving? First, I'm going to explain what Bitcoin halving is, and then some examples of price movements from past halvings. And then we're going to look what impact it has to miners, and then we're going to look at a few graphs and numbers, what to expect in the future. And at the end, you will hear some final thoughts. Welcome to Future Cash, where it's all about the future of assets in the form of passive income. Bitcoin halving is a significant event in the Bitcoin network that happens approximately every once in 4 years. To explain it simply, Bitcoin halving is when the reward for mining new Bitcoin blocks is cut in half. To be exact, it happens every 210,000 blocks. Why does it happen? It's designed to control the value of Bitcoin and mimic the scarcity, similar to gold. This ensures that not all Bitcoins are mined too quickly. As an example, before and after halving, imagine a miner earns 12.5 Bitcoins for validating a block of transactions. After a halving event, this reward would drop to 6.25 Bitcoins. And after about 4 years, it will be 3.125 Bitcoins. And on and on and on. The reduced supply of new Bitcoins can lead to an increase in Bitcoin price, assuming the demand stays the same. It also affects miners, since their rewards for mining new blocks are reduced. This is similar to gold. Imagine digging down the mine, and every time you start digging after 4 years, you only get half of the gold you would actually get. Now you may be asking yourself, do miners earn block rewards to make transactions happen? Yes, that's true. Mining does the following. Miners use their computational power to verify and validate transactions on the Bitcoin network. They gather these transactions into a block. Miners must solve a complex cryptographic puzzle. This process is known as proof of work. It requires significant computational power. And that's why you see most of these miners, they have like full of graphic cards in a row. And then you earn the block reward. The first miner to solve the puzzle and validate the block is rewarded with Bitcoin. It's also known as the block reward. This is a fixed number of Bitcoins. And the miners also get any transaction fees paid by users for faster transaction processing. Remember, if you're using a new application and you have no clue what you're doing, don't put super fast processing speed. People have been paying a lot of Bitcoin just to have a fast transaction because of no clue what they're doing. Another thing, by mining, they're securing the network. By participating in this process, miners help to secure the Bitcoin network. The more miners there are, the more decentralized and secure the network becomes. As mentioned before, the block reward halves approximately every 4 years, which reduces the rate at which new Bitcoins are created. The halving events have occurred at regular intervals based on the number of blocks mined, not calendar years. The first halving was at November 28, 2012. Pre-halving, the reward was 50 Bitcoins per block. After the halving was 25. The price change of Bitcoin was around $12 before the halving. By the end of 2013, it had increased to over $1,000. The second halving was in July 2016. Pre-halving reward, as mentioned, was 25 Bitcoins per block. Post-halving, it was 12.5 Bitcoins. The price change then was about 650 at the time of halving, and then it experienced significant growth in 2017, reaching an all-time high of around $20,000 by December 2017. The third halving was in May 11, 2020. Pre-halving was 12.5 Bitcoins per block. Afterwards was 6.25. Price then was about $8,600 before the halving, and after 2020 it was a steady increase, and by the end of the year, Bitcoin was trading at around $29,000. This continued to rise and rise and rise over 2021 to over $70,000. Now before we go on, if you like this video and see some value in it, please like and subscribe so you can help this channel grow. So let's get on. If you extrapolate the price of Bitcoin for the next halving, it involves significant uncertainty. This is just pure speculation. And remember, this is not financial advice. Anything I say in my videos is just my pure speculation and my own opinion. Do your own research and due diligence before you invest any money into any project. Bitcoin's price is influenced by a wide range of factors, beyond just halving events. These factors include global economic conditions, regulatory changes, technological advancements, market demand, investor sentiment, and more. However, for a simple extrapolation based on historical trends, let's consider the percentage increase in the price from just before to just after the halving. From the first to the second halving, the price increased from $12 to $1,000. That's approximately 8,200%. From the second to the third halving, the price went from $650 to $20,000, which is about 2,900%. Using these percentage increases, we can make a rough estimate for the next halving. It is really important that you really know this is highly speculative. So let's calculate the speculative estimate. The last price was about $29,000 at the end of 2020, and it has gone up to about $68,000. Then it dropped back to about $16,000 and went back up to over $30,000. Today we're at the range of about $40,000. So if you can extrapolate the values, you will always see there's a low, a super high, and it dips about halfway, and then it goes again super high, and then dips back around halfway, and then it goes again super high. If you look at these stats here, you see the stats before the halvings, after the halvings in the same year, how the price looks. Then you see how high it got before the next halvings and after the next halvings, and see how the differences are. I will give you some input what I think will happen. Because of inflation and financial regulations, people are looking where to put their money. So a lot of it is in Bitcoin and in gold. If you ask for my opinion, people are worried where to put their money, that they're going to lose value. So they're going to really invest more and more in Bitcoin. At the end, as soon as the price will run up, people will FOMO, and it will anyways be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you will see the price reaching up to probably, according to the percent, it would be going over $1 million. But I would say let's go really conservative and see. If you just look at 10% what we'll expect with these percentages, you will be at around $100,000 to $200,000. Now if you ask for my opinion and final thoughts, people still need a really easy way to get into cryptocurrency. They need a simple application, they need to make a login, they need to store their seed phrase somewhere, and at the end they need to be able to purchase Bitcoin very simply and pay with them in stores. Like we know, you just scan a QR code, select with what currency you want to pay, and probably use your fingerprint or a password, and that's it. With different cryptocurrency exchanges going bankrupt, a lot of people still want to store their cryptocurrency or Bitcoin on hardware wallets. So please remember to look at my other videos so you will have an idea what to do with those. So for now, thank you for watching and have a good one.